Welcome to Breaking the News, and this week we're in Kilmarnock. This is Breaking the News, the show that breaks the week's news and asks four opinionated panellists to put it back together again. And this week we are in the Palace Theatre, Kilmarnock. And joining me are stand-up and farmer Jim Smith and comedian Joe Caulfield. And facing them are TV and radio presenter Jennifer Rioch and comedian Stuart Mitchell. In the news this week, former Scottish Conservative leader Ruth Davidson has joined a PR firm as a senior advisor. Her first piece of advice for clients is that if a difficult issue comes up, try to go on maternity leave for as long as possible. The actor who played Elliot in Steven Spielberg's E.T. has been arrested for drink driving. Police, though, failed to arrest his drinking partner, who flew away on a bike. When a herd of cows wandered through a Kilmarnock street this week, one elderly resident asked his friend if they were Ayrshires. His friend replied that, given the low temperature, they were more likely to be Frisian. Jim, you see, I can join in with you and do the farmer jokes, mate. Especially for you. But Jim, here's the thing, you're going to be on the show every week now up until Christmas.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
It's lovely. If I had to go and buy more than one good shirt.
Have you been on the farm this week, then?
Aye, feeding the cows and the sheep and that. Nights are drawn in and all that kind of banter. Remember, your cockerels go back an hour this Sunday.
Joe, what about yourself? Have you been on holiday?
I have been on holiday. I went to LA on holiday. I know, very glamorous, too glamorous, because I didn't realise that all the women in LA are so good looking. Like, they're all just perfect looking, and I found it really intimidating. So it's so nice to be hearing from...
And Jennifer, of course, we work together quite a lot on the radio.
I do. I see a lot of you in a professional sense. Entirely professional.
Stuart, how are you, sir?
I'm good. Also, it's a privilege. I'm beside a former Miss Scotland. So,
there you go.
Amazing. I mean, I came fifth in Mr. East Kilbride.
The travesty you went for.
Incidentally, there is a Miss East Kilbride, but that's just an instruction to tourists. There we go, we have now met our panel, so let's crack on with round one. This is the Broken News round, where our two teams have to guess the two major stories of the week that have been mashed together into one single news headline. Now, Jim and Joe, have a listen to this.
The Prime Minister has confirmed that he'll live up to his do-or-die pledge
to marry Prince Harry.
Boris Johnson
Put on a stiff upper lip, but wasn't prepared for the intensity of the tabloid press.
The Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn called
The royal family
a disaster.
There's a lot going on in there. Joe, I'm going to come to you first, if that's all right. Enough clues as to maybe find out what our first story might be.
Brexit.
Yes.
It is, but
And you have to say it in that voice, don't you?
Yes.
Brexit.
Still.
Oh.
And I don't know which bit of Brexit. A lot has happened this week.
Yes, this is the news that Boris Johnson has failed to get his Brexit deal through Parliament following Tuesday's key Commons votes, where MPs backed the Prime Minister's deal at his first parliamentary hurdle, but rejected his plans to fast-track the legislation. Me neither. Joe, make sense of Brexit. Can you sort it out for us?
Lots of people think Brexit is different things. It's like, as a nation, we've agreed to have a threesome. Say me and my husband, we agree we're going to have a threesome, and then I bring Jim into the bedroom, and my husband goes, but that's not what I had in mind. But I go, but it is a threesome.
Yeah?
You know, it's just not the one you were thinking
And would
of.
that then be a moment for immediate withdrawal?
When's the vote for that?
Jim, how long's your extension? Boris Johnson, you might know, is trying to push his agenda through. He's got a slogan called Get Brexit Done. Every single time Boris is on TV, Get Brexit Done is what he's saying. They think it's going to be his general election slogan. So let's throw this out to everyone. What would be your slogan, Joe?
I know they had better together before, didn't they, when there was a Scottish referendum? I would have bitter together. And it's just me and my mates, and if you like slagging people off, you can join us. That's the one.
Better together. Happy we could live with that. Jim, what would be your slogan?
Well, I think that we're nearly there. It's just there's some detail needing shifted so we can get this thing done. So it's like when my father, if I was backing a trailer into a shed or something, he'd say, I just back a ball here. Back a ball here. So that's all I mean. To shift this deal, it's just in the so I would say back a ball here. You know, in the big size of a bus there.
And also, if Scotland ever becomes independent, the ball-hair is an official measurement in length in Scotland. Just below a smidgen, you've got a ball-hair. That's quite nice.
Oh, I just realised what you said.
When the penny drops, Joe, when it goes. Jennifer, I'll bring you in here.
Yeah.
You have a slogan that you would
Well,
have?
Things can't get much worse. How about it?
Stuart, what about you? Any thoughts on a slogan you could have? Boris has got his one. What have you got?
Well, if I stood for PM, it would be called Get Mitchell In, Man.
Yes, of course, Brexit is a big story this week. Labour's preferred date is January 2020. Boris's preferred date is understood to be blonde, bubbly, and with a good sense of humour. To you now, Jennifer and Stuart, what was the other story we were after? Let's have a listen to that clip again.
The Prime Minister has confirmed that he'll live up to his do-or-die pledge.
To marry Prince Harry.
Boris Johnson.
Put on a stiff upper lip, but wasn't prepared for the intensity of the tabloid press.
The Labour leader, Jeremy Corbyn, called
The royal family.
a disaster.
Jennifer, any thoughts?
Got to be Harry and Meghan. There was the documentary that went out about them and everyone's concerned.
Oh, we're all worried, yes. It's the news that Harry and Meghan have gone public about their struggle with the attention they are getting from the UK tabloid press. Talking in an ITV documentary about the tour of South Africa, Harry admitted that he and his brother William have good days and bad days. And Meghan confessed that her British pals had warned her that the British tabloids will destroy your life. While upsetting for the royal family, there is one upside. The rift between Harry and William is going to make for a cracking episode of The Crown in about 10 years' time. Got to look in the positives here. Jennifer, what do you make of it? Do you have any sympathy for Harry and Meghan here?
Oh, do you know what? I think she's been a bit unfairly treated, but put your notifications off, don't look at it, get over it.
That's it. Don't read it, don't rise to it.
Harsh love.
Stuart, what about yourself? Any thoughts, any sympathies?
Well, I agree with Jennifer in terms of don't do the interviews, don't open the newspapers, don't go on social media. Because my gran always used to say, if you don't see it, it can't hurt you. She always used to say that, which is ironic because she died of carbon dioxide poisoning.
Joe, what about yourself then? Any sympathy for what Harry and Meghan say that they're going through?
I had sympathy for Harry because it was only like 2 weeks ago the press were going, isn't it marvellous? Prince Harry's talking about mental health, isn't that amazing thing? And then this week they're all like furious because he turns out he's got mental health problems. You know, it's almost like they don't care and they just want to sell newspapers.
Really?
Yes.
Scandal.
I feel
So
slightly
sad.
sorry for her as well, because, I mean, obviously Catherine's happy because all she ever wanted was to be a princess, so she's very happy, right? And then I always think that Meghan must have met her and gone, oh, what did you do before? Nothing, I was waiting to be a princess.
It was commitment from Kate Middleton. She went to St Andrews Uni. If you're going to follow somebody to Fife, you
Yeah.
deserve what you get. Seriously. There is a family feud we think might be going on in the Royals. So I'm going to ask our panel if they can identify with this. Any family feuds that you've had in your life, Joe? Have you had a big family feud?
I apparently killed my brother's tortoise. I know, but I didn't kill it. Jim, you'll understand. You're a farmer. Probably don't farm tortoises, but... but
Unless the global warming kicks in.
Yeah. Well, if it does, apparently you shouldn't take them out of hibernation to show your friends.
Stuart, what about you? Any family feuds that you've been involved in?
Well, I always wanted to carry my grand's coffin, and that caused a bit of a thing because my dad insisted we pay £500 for a hearse.
You're absolutely right. Yes, it was, of course, the feud that may be emerging between William and Harry, and, of course, Harry and Meghan talking about their press treatment. And at the end of that round, the teams are on 1 point apiece. Now, so much of our news is about public opinion, so for this round, we've gone out and about in Kilmarnock and found some people to comment on the news. And this week, we spoke to local baristas, Fiona and Lindsay. So, Jennifer and Stuart, you're up first this time. What story do you think our baristas are on about here?
I think it's wrong. I think it shouldn't be something that you consider.
Quite outraged by it, actually. I don't think there should be any discrimination between it.
I think it might just be to do with surrounding yourself with people that you might have things in common with, maybe like customer service or on the phone sort of thing, but that's not, again, I don't do it on purpose.
Good afternoon, it's Lindsay. How can I help you today?
Well, that took a turn. Stuart, you any ideas?
One of these stories regarding job interviews, you're
Yeah.
more likely to be successful based on your social status.
Yeah, it's a study that has revealed that people can accurately work out your socio-economic position based on just your accent, and that hiring managers are much more likely to favour applicants with posher accents. Anybody surprised by these findings then?
I'm a little bit surprised because I actually, believe it or not, I did an internship at the Treasury in London and managed to blag my way through the interview process until I was invited to number 11 Downing Street and my sister came with me.
Oh.
And she was getting introduced to Gordon Brown, who was the Chancellor at the time, and she just shook his hand and she went, "So, do you work with my brother?" And he was so polite, he went, yes, I do.
Joe, what about yourself then? Do you believe in this, these findings about the accent determining what kind of job you do?
It sort of suits certain jobs, doesn't it? Like, if you want a doctor, I don't want them necessarily talking like Danny Dyer. Kind of go, it's all right, I'm just going to take that leg off. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'd be all right. It'd be fine. But similarly, Danny Dyer has the right accent when they're going, oh, we're going to follow these football clubs around and see if we can find out the bad boys. And that's all right for him to do. But that sort of job, you don't want someone like David Dimbleby going, so you follow, is it Glasgow Rangers or Celtic? I don't know. Is there a difference, particularly in these teams?
Attenborough would be good at Parkhead.
Here we are in the jungle. And await the visit of the bears.
What about our own accents then? Has it ever held you back, or maybe it's helped you in your job? Jennifer, has it been a help or hindrance to you?
I don't know. I think I don't have that much of an accent. Do you know that way you don't even know your own accent? I think I sound Scottish.
I've always been conscious of my Perthshire accent because I never really thought I had an accent either until I went to...
I think it's helped you, mate.
Yes, it did.
really has
But
helped you stand out.
Well, it's good for the comedy, but it's not great for, like, chatting up girls or something, you know. I can't seduce a girl in the bedroom by subtly whispering into her ear because I've got this booming voice, you know. I can't whisper into her ear. I think I am, but I end up sounding like a train station announcer.
I take your pants off, it's nothing to do with things. Thank you.
Did you get that?
I've arrived at platform 4.
Accents, of course, the right answer. Well done, Jennifer and Stuart. You get 2 points for that. Now to Jim and Joe. We spoke to Jim, Robert and Paul, all Kilmarnock-based judo instructors.
They certainly got a lot of material, I think, for recent events that's been going on in social media.
I think I watched a couple episodes of it, but that just wasn't my cup of tea. you know, they've got a bit of money and there's always a bit of scandal or whatever is going on about, which we like to read about, I think.
Oh, it's going to be different, I suppose, isn't it? Can't get any worse in the series.
Any clues within that, Joe, as something that might point towards a big story this week?
I think is it to do with Colleen Rooney and Wags?
Yes, it's a massive story and it's just got bigger. It's the news that there is a musical version of Naughty's TV show Footballers' Wives being prepared for the stage. The hit TV show followed the often raunchy off-field antics of footballers' wives and girlfriends. It's not 100% clear whether there really will be a Footballers' Wives musical or it's just another made-up story Colleen Rooney's using to flush out Rebecca Vardy. But it seems like Wags are back.
Wags are back. Well, it was really kind of cool what Colleen Rooney did, the way she narrowed it down on her Instagram to find out that it was Rebecca Vardy, supposedly, who knows, I don't know why she would do it. Rebecca Vardy's rich and everything, but I just like, then I thought the idea for a series, never mind Footballers' Wives, they should have Colleen Rooney solves crimes. She would be fantastic, because she gets a plan, a good plan, and she doesn't give up, does she?
Yeah, she's tenacious, isn't she?
Yeah, but I think if they have a new series of it, whoever is the first wag that has a baby, they should call her Wagamama. Yeah. I can't believe they didn't do that. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love that. And by the way, Wagatha Christie has been trending. This is brilliant. It's to fill in the story what Joe was saying there. It's Colleen Rooney thought that someone on her timeline on Instagram was selling stories to a tabloid newspaper. She blocked everybody else that could see her stories, apart from Rebecca Vardy, the wife of Jamie Vardy, the Leicester footballer, and the stories kept getting sold on, so she deduced that it must have been her or someone with control of her account. There you go. Do they have wags in other sports then?
Like curling wags or shinty wags.
Shinty wags, come on.
Aye, shinty wags. Come on, Gene, let's go to Marky's in Inverness for a brand new set of knickers today.
See, now that I'd watch.
Show.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
What do you think then, Stuart, the return of the Wags? An exciting proposition or not?
Well, I think it would be a good musical, to be honest, Footballers' Wives musical. I'd like it to follow Mamma Mia, though, go to a film.
Right.
We could have a Footballers' Wives film. We could film it here in Kilmarnock. I think it would be great, just a wag in Rugby Park, sitting amongst all the Killie fans. A crash of drums, a flash of light. My Prada coat's gone out of sight.
The return of Footballers' Wives as a musical is the right answer. And 2 points, and well done. Go to Jim and Joe.
Get in.
Now, this round is all about who is in the news. I'll play you a clip of a mystery person. All you have to do is tell me who it is. So, Jim and Joe, you're up first this time. Who's this?
Well, I like going down slides and stuff and climbing up things, and I don't jump into the ball pits.
Wow. So, Jim, any thoughts on who that famous voice might belong to?
Old pal Desi's back.
We love him.
Like Phoenix from the flames. I'll come back.
He has returned. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the great news story of the week. Andy Murray's back! Yes, Sir Andy Murray is back to winning ways after winning the European Open last Sunday. It was a big surprise because that's a golf tournament. Amongst the many things Jim and I share is this bond, this love of Andy, the voice, the persona. I'm glad that he's back. You happy, mate?
Absolutely. Because obviously we've given up in the rugby and the football. It's like he's our only hope. Right, let's build him back together, right?
Like the Terminator.
He's like triggers brushed, 2 new hips, a new leg, a knee, a new shoulder, a new head. But he's still the same Andy Murray, though.
Judy just in the workshop with a welding kit. I'll
take bits off Jamie, that'll do.
What about it, Joe? Obviously, you live in Scotland and have done for a while now. The connection we have with Andy Murray, it's almost like he's our only hope in sport.
Well, he is. But
He is.
I've always loved Andy. And when I was living in England, I would be constantly defending him. Like when he first came out, because people in England didn't like him because they didn't understand his personality. And I would be defending him all the time. And they'd go, oh, but he's so miserable. Why is he so miserable? I was going, he's not miserable. He's Scottish.
I think it's incredible, isn't it, that he got his hip replaced in January and he's won a major tournament within 10 months. I mean, I stood in a plug last year and I've just got rid of the crutches.
Andy says that being on the road has stopped him from expanding his family. So obviously, I'm with a panel of people that travel for their work. What's the best thing for you guys about being out there travelling and on the road? Joe?
Well, time apart, I think, is good for relationships.
Yes.
Because I think when you're away, like I'm away a lot, which my husband, he quite likes that. And but you get to miss the person, and that's very romantic. You think about them and you miss them. Although I do think sometimes when you're missing them, you're missing a better version of them. Do you know what I mean? Because then sometimes when I get home again and I look at my husband, I'm like, oh, it's not quite what I had in mind.
Jennifer, do you like being on the road and being away from it?
Yeah, I'm all about the hotel breakfast. You know, when you're at home, you maybe have a wee bowl of cereal. When you go to a hotel, you stock up for the week. You go out and you're like, oh, I'll have a wee bit of that, have a wee bit of that. But the big question is, when we do, or if we do ever, leave Europe, will there still be a continental section? Will we still have the croissant? I love a croissant. Put a wee pain au chocolat, even better.
Oh, this is brilliant. You're even speaking French now.
Yeah.
That is it. Yes, of course, that was the voice of Andy Murray. And like many people, I think everybody should get off Andy Murray's back. His hip could give way. Please, just leave him alone. Yes, well done. 2 points, Jim and Joe. That was, of course, Andy Murray. Right, Jennifer and Stuart. Who is this and why are they in the news?
At the most, you could think I'm an interesting girlfriend, but a wife, I think you're going to be disappointed.
Stuart, any thoughts?
This is Carrie Fisher for the new Star Wars film. So it's an archive of her footage because she passed away in December 2016 and they've used that in the new movie.
It's absolutely right, yeah. You might not be aware of this, but Carrie Fisher was back in the headlines this week as the trailer for The Rise of Skywalker was released. The much-anticipated film is the last instalment for the current generation of Star Wars films, and Carrie Fisher has first billing, despite the fact that, as we pointed out, she sadly passed away in 2016. It's her second appearance since her death, with filmmakers using archive footage shot but not used for previous movies. Stuart, are you a fan?
It's a bit weird, Carrie Fisher, like bringing somebody back to life. I don't think... It's a shame for actors as well, isn't it? All these poor actors going for a job and saying, well, actually, we've gone with the corpse.
It's a good point, that, isn't it? Joe, are you a fan of Star Wars?
Well, I know a weird fact about them, that if you watch all of the Star Wars films back to back and in order, apparently your partner will leave you and sleep with someone else.
When you come for Persia, we're just catching up. Return of the Jedi is just... it's the summer blockbuster.
Now, it seems like we have access to all actors, living or dead. So, panel, question for you. Who would play you in the story of your life? Jennifer.
Oh, I'm going to have to go with, like, my absolute girl crush. It's got to be Gal Gadot, who played Wonder Woman.
Oh, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot's a shout. What about you, Stuart? If you were to do some fantasy casting, alive or dead, who would play you in a film of your life?
Probably my childhood favourite character, Dumbo. Because we're both performers, we travel a lot and we work for peanuts.
Joe, what about you? Who would you like to play you in a film of your life?
If that happens, then I would like to leave it in my will, and I would say Jim. I want Jim.
Oh,
and then they'll
nice.
go, it's weird, but that's what she wanted. Then they've got to do it.
And they have to... and now a voiceover.
Well, Jim, obviously your career path's been set out.
Absolutely.
But in your life story, who do you think should be playing you?
I thought Michael Caine. Jim, it's just Farmer Jim. Get the bloody sheep. Get floss and get the bloody sheep out the field. And then get the cows and give them some turnips. You're supposed to blow the bloody tractor doors off. I was practising that like mad coming down the M74.
That's amazing. That is Michael Caine and Get Farmer. That is brilliant. Yes, Carrie Fisher is the right answer, and 2 points go to Jennifer and Stuart. And it's time now for our final quickfire round, which is all about deciphering the numbers in the news. Here's how it goes. I will read out a headline. All the teams have to do is fill in the blanks. So get ready, teams. When we run out of time, you'll hear this.
I've never seen the programme.
That's Billy Connolly there, obviously our biggest fan, tunes in every week. Right, let's go, teams. Fingers on buzzers. First question, here we go. 3/4 of us like to do what at least once a day?
Pretend they didn't see someone to avoid conversation with them. You know, that way you go like that.
Oh, yeah, not me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when people wave at you, just think it's the person behind
Opposite
you.
direction,
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
That's why I lost my job as a lifeguard. 3/4 of us like to do what at least once a day?
Have a cup of tea.
Oh, she's nailed it in the news this week. Yes, 3/4 of us like to have a cup of tea at least once a day. Well done to you. A woman spends £12,000 per year on what?
On whatever the hell she wants, it's none of your business.
Is it new hips for our son?
Come on, Andy, into the garage. I've got the metal. Welding helmets on. A woman spends £12,000 per year on what?
Dry shampoo. Mate, just washes her whole body with it.
Just let her have some water.
I'll give you one final go at it. A woman spends £12,000 per year on what?
Her pussy. And I think that's the right answer.
And I have to say that, as ridiculous as that sounds, Joe Caulfield has just given me the right answer. Well done. The actual clean and true answer is very much like Joe said. A woman spends £12,000 per year on her cat. That's how much she spends to look after it, keep it nice, and all of that goes with looking after a cat.
I've never seen the programme.
There is our klaxon, which means Billy has Connolly'd, and it's all over. And at the end of the quiz, our winners this week are Jim Smith and Joe Caulfield.
Lovely. Thank you.
And our commiserations go to Stuart Mitchell and Jennifer Rios. And we'll leave you with the breaking news. Breaking news just in. A Springer Spaniel has become the first dog to be officially recognised for climbing all 282 Scottish Munros. The Spaniel has also broken another record, becoming the first living creature to bag a Munro without posting 200 photos on Facebook. A high school in North Lanarkshire has been infested with fruit flies. We have no idea why it was there, and it was a shocking find in a Scottish school, said the flies about the fruit. And a besotted Scot is trying to trace a Babe Station glamour model so he can leave her £20,000 in his will. That's nothing. My uncle has been trying to track down Fiona for the back of a can of Tennant since 1979. The news is broken. I've been Des Clark. Goodbye!
Knock, knock. It's the neighbours from Latimer Crescent calling. Close the curtains and tell them you're busy. Two Doors Down is available now for you to watch on BBC iPlayer. Next, get comfy. You've got the best seats in the house. In fact, you get a great view from the terrace.